Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the Creativepreneur 2017 Summit. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here this morning. Yes, indeed. We're going to have some great information, and we are going to help you take your business to the next level today at the Creativepreneur Summit. So before we get started, we want to introduce one of our founders of the Creativepreneur Summit 2017. She is a six-time author. She is a Hall of Famer, and she is a branding consultant. She is none other than our great friend, Kandi. Conda!
So, let me tell you, we did this last year, and it was amazing last year, but this year is so much better. We have amazing entrepreneurs, authors, international speakers, just everything you can have all in one bundle wrapped up for you guys in the next couple of days. So we're excited to get started today with our speaker panel. Make sure you guys stay tuned the entire 2-3 days. Follow all of us on social media at KC Biz Boss, because we are going to tomorrow also have an authors panel. We have a speakers channel, speakers challenge, and we also have a live stream workshop tomorrow. So for all of you guys that are looking to get your Facebook Live game up, fleek up your Periscope, you guys need to stay tuned. So guys, without further ado, we're going to have our first couple of panelists, and Dr. Walter Sims, guys, is going to be moderating.
Yeah!
And we have to say thank you. He's been an amazing photographer and videographer for the conference. So, without any further ado, we have Terrance Leftridge. Yay! Mr. Unstoppable. Yes, I taught him how to brand himself.
Yes.
He taught me video, I taught him branding. Okay, and next we have our international speaker and motivational coach, Abiola Abrams. Sorry, y'all. Calm down.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Walter Sims. I am the Minister of Motivation, and I am so excited to be here with two of my new friends, Abiola Abrams and Terrance Leftridge. Guys, and we'll start with Abiola. Introduce yourself to the audience, and then we'll go into our questions.
First of all, I am so excited about this event and the quality of the other speakers, coaches, international gurus here. So thank you so much for the invitation to be a part of this event. Now, my name is Abiola Abrams, and I am a first-generation American, first person in America, born in my family. And I am an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, and I'm an entrepreneur. But that's not what's important. What matters most is that I help big vision women to stop playing small, get out of their own way, and make their way onto the world stage or become the women that they were born to be. How do I do that? Well, I call my tribe the Spiritpreneur Warrior Sisterhood. And the way that we do that is by uprooting the limiting beliefs, the things that hold you back, the things that are not working, and help you to come into alignment really with who you are. And so I've spoken all over the world, and this is an incredible experience.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
Terrance, introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sims. Hey. It is an unstoppable day.
Woo!
I'm Terrance, the Unstoppable Coach Leftridge with Unstoppable Coaching, where we help you create your vision. We help you implement your vision, but more importantly, we hold you accountable to making that vision a reality. Many people can do the first two by themselves. Some people have already thought about the vision. Some people have already implemented some steps, but then life gets in the way, Abiola.
Yes, it does.
Family happens, finances happen, divorces happen, death happens, and then those visions, those things that were only given to you by the Creator, locked deep down inside of you, end up going back to the graveyard with you. Well, as an accountability coach, I help you get unstuck so that you can be unstoppable through book coaching, through exposure coaching, through accountability coaching, through my own show, Unstoppable Stories with Terrance Leftridge, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. All forms to help you get your message out so that you can tell your story. Because here's the one thing I know. If you are able to tell your story may definitely save somebody's life.
Oh, that is so good. You two are incredible, and unstoppable.
Thank you.
Well, let's start the interview here for our audience. What do you believe really hinders speakers? A lot of people say they want to speak, but why aren't they speaking?
So if I had to think about what it is that holds people back who are wanting to speak, right? Wanting to get their voice out there, wanting to be heard, the biggest thing is mindset. You know, that is the thing that holds us back from doing anything that we want to do, right? You know, for example, you know, everybody has different areas that block them. So for me, I may feel comfortable speaking, but what people don't know is that I have suffered from severe social anxiety, right? I am an introverted person who considers myself to be very shy. And what I had to do, because I had a message and I had things that I wanted to bring into the world, was adjust my mindset. And what it really comes down to is not making temporary changes, because anybody can, you know, that's why I don't believe in fake it until you make it. Anybody can kind of, you know, boost themselves up or have someone else pump them up to be able to step forward and do something on a temporary basis. But it's about making that self-worth your default setting. Right? Because when times get hard, when things get rough, you go back to your default.
That's good.
You know? And for me, you know, my grandparents were farmers on both sides. My great-grandmother was a midwife and a woman's fertility healer. And I say she helped women to give birth to their babies, and I help women to give birth to themselves. So as the midwife for your inspired life, I always say that it comes back to mindset.
Oh, that is good. I want to come back to something you said a moment ago, but Terrence, do you have anything you want to tack on to that?
Yes, definitely. I think we have to understand, when you ask that question, there's a difference between speakers and storytellers.
Yes.
See, many times people are afraid to speak because they don't think anyone needs or wants to hear what they have to say. But here's the one thing I know. Everybody, each and every one of us, has a story. It may cover some of the same things. It may cover a loss of a family member. It may cover financial loss. But your story is not my story, and my story is not your story. And what we do at Unstoppable Coaching is we teach you how to tell your story, because your message may not be for everybody, but somebody needs to hear your message.
Oh, that is really good. I like that a lot. Going back to something you said a moment ago, Abiola, because a lot of speakers suffer from that type of anxiety you talked about. How did you overcome that? And explain, you said you're an introvert, but you seem so extroverted. Kind of explain that a little bit, because I think that's something the audience needs to hear you go into a little bit more.
Well, thank you for asking, Dr. Sims. I feel like it's really important for me to share my story when it comes to having dealt with anxiety, because particularly in communities of color, we don't have those conversations. And then people think when they see someone on stage or on television or writing their books or any of those things, they think, okay, well, great for her or great for him, but how can, you know, an average person like me do this? And that's what's great about the Creativepreneur Summit, is that we are you. Just the more we've stepped into our truth. And so for me, it started with, you know, baby steps, right? So, you know, just like, you know, a baby has to learn how to walk, I knew that my why was greater than my fears. Right?
Yes.
So my fears were telling me, you know, okay, well, what if you are judged? What if you are, you know, my family was badly bullied as a child. You know, I grew up every day with people telling me, go back to my country. And it wasn't children, it was adults. We as children were bullied by the adults in our neighborhood. But I had to, like I said, again, come back to my why. And when you are able to step fully into your why is it that you want to do what you want to do? You know, as Terrance so eloquently put it, you know, there are some people who are speakers and some people who are storytellers. If you're saying, I want to be a speaker, I want to be an author, you know, I want to be a coach or whatever it is, that's great on a surface level, but that's not your why. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to be a generic speaker. You don't want to be a generic coach. You don't want to be a generic author. More important than that is that there's a reason why you want your voice out there. There's something that you were born to say. And when you realize that the same force that created the beautiful seas that we are here sailing on, the same force that created the sun, the moon, and the sky,
All right,
also created you, right? And remembering that and having a clear vision, that is, a stronger foundation to stand on. People generally have anxiety because they're worried about, okay, well, what are other people going to think about me? But when you are a speaker or an author or a coach, you're really in service. So it's not about you. It's not about, well, what are they going to think about me? It's about, what have I come to share? And I realized that by staying in my anxiety or fear, just like if you are watching this and you're staying in your anxiety or your fear, you're cheating the next person that needs to hear your message. So don't cheat me. If you have something that you were born to share with me to uplift, empower, make my life somehow better, focus on that. Make that your why. Have a clear mission and vision statement. Step into that as your truth. And then you always get your training, your coaching, whatever it is. All great coaches have coaches. There is no one, Oprah has her
every coach
team.
Needs a coach.
Yes, every coach needs a coach. And so, get your team, up to par. Get people who can, uplift and inspire you. But then it comes down to you. Again, it comes back to that why.
That's good. So Terrance, what makes you unstoppable, and what's your message that you want to convey to your audience?
What makes me unstoppable is if you just break down the definition. The word unstoppable, it's unstop and able. That last part is the strong part. When you break that down and you turn it around and you turn it into that sentence, it says you are unable to be stopped. And that's the message that I want to give to the people that I talk to today. Once you recognize that because your creator is unstoppable, then you become unstoppable. Then you can get unstuck from all those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. You can get unstuck from all those challenges that you aren't willing to face. You can get unstuck from all those obstacles that life is going to put in your way, because life is not a spectator sport. You've got to get in it to win it. But many people don't get in it because they have already stopped themselves before they even started playing the game. So I try to encourage people to understand that because your source is already locked deep down inside of you, he has already put this vision, he has already put this assignment in your life already.
Oh, that's good.
He just wants you to do the work. He wants you to find that assignment and fulfill that assignment. Because Dr. Sims, if you don't fulfill your assignment, then Abiola can't fulfill her assignment.
That's right.
And then I can't fulfill my assignment, because we are all connected in this thing. Everybody has to do their part to help somebody else get to their next level.
That's
so when
good.
I say to you, you are unstoppable, I'm giving you that confidence, that courage, that motivation to go tell the next person that because Terrence said I'm unstoppable, I'm telling you that you're unstoppable. And then the next thing you know, we're all unstoppable.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
We got one more question before we go to our next guest panelist. Let me ask both of you to give us your secret sauce to being a great, not just a good speaker, but a great speaker. Give us your secret sauce, and we'll start with you, Terrance.
My secret sauce is I just gotta be me. I believe in authenticity. I've had the luxury of sharing the stage with greats like Les Brown. I've had the ability to be in rooms of people as small as 2 or 3 people. And no matter whether I'm on stage with 3 people or 3,000 people, you're still going to get Terrance Leftridge. You're still going to get the TLE, the Terrance Leftridge experience. See, I'm not trying to be the next Les Brown. I'm trying to be the best Terrance Leftridge.
Oh, that is good.
Yes.
Okay. I guess there's only one you.
Thank God.
Abiola, what's your secret sauce? Because you are so, we were sharing off camera, you're such a beautiful woman. And it takes a lot to have that kind of aura about you. So what's your secret to being a great speaker?
Thank you so much for saying that, Dr. Sims, but I just want to point out, it's your own, when we see beauty in other people, it's your own light that you're reflecting back. So
yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to just piggyback on what Brother Terrence just said. That's exactly it. It's your authenticity. That is the first key to anything that you're doing. Oftentimes, people will say to me, but Abiola, I wanted to write about that, but that person stole my topic. I wanted to become a speaker, but now that person, they've got my business. They're doing my thing. no one can be a better you than you.
Yes.
If you are out there and again, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be a generic life coach or a generic speaker or, something like that, then you're in the wrong lane. When you're in your own lane, there is no competition, there's no one else, there's only collaboration, right? And so get very clear about who you are. Know thyself. Figure out what your story is. Again, it comes back to your why. And that is the power, your authenticity. Because no one else can, again, compete at being you. They can go and steal your programs. I've had it happen. I'm sure, the other people in the program have had it happen. People will come and steal your programs, your website.
That's right.
Try to copy your set, your tagline. They will copy it all. But you know what? They don't have what you have.
That's
and your
right.
birth certificate is the only proof we need that we need what you have.
It
says
good.
right there on your birth certificate. That is the certification that says you've got the badges, right?
That is good. You guys give your contact information out before you leave.
So, again, my name is Abiola Abrams. I am the midwife for your inspired life, for America's self-worth coach. You can find me all over the web, all over social media at Abiola TV, where the TV stands for Transformation and Victory. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And you can also find me at womanifesting.com, where you can join my Womanifesting University to become the woman that you were born to be. And I actually have a free gift for you. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs, I've got a spiritual business success camp that is completely free that will help you to get started on your journey. Again, you'll find that at womanifesting.com.
I love it. I'm going to go to your website
Thank
too.
you.
I am,
You're gonna
again,
get womanifesting.
Yes. Hey, well, for every woman, there's got to be a man that wants to manifest into the man he needs to be for that woman.
Absolutely.
So there you go. I am Terrance Leftridge. Again, you can reach out to me at my website, unstoppablecoaching.com. If you sign up for my mailing list, you can also get a complimentary free consultation, and we'll send you one of these fabulous wristbands that says I am unstoppable, so that every time you feel down or you feel stuck or you feel out of sorts, you can look down and say to yourself that I am unstoppable, and you recognize you're talking to yourself. You can also reach me on all social media at Unstoppable Coaching. Looking forward to talking to you. Whatever you do today, don't just make it a great day. Make it an unstoppable day.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yes.